All right, hello everybody. So I said in the Tiger reveal that I would make a video explaining, why I hadn't been around and where I've been hanging out. So what that means is that, firstly, why have I not been, doing scale modeling and hanging around? Well, number one, it was pretty well known I had a kid in March. So it ends up that I've been spending, well, now she's back at work full time and I was working from home. And I kind of naturally became his primary care person. So I'm spending about 10 hours a day with this guy, which makes me pretty tired when she gets back. Like tonight, I think she was back at 6 p.m. I had time to record this and eat dinner, and now I'm tired. So so yeah, that's my excuse, and people have excuses. So, but where have I been? So I can't. The point is, I can't be airbrushing or model gluing with a 5-month-old in my hands. Although I do have plans to paint repaint part of my Hetzer soon and get that video up. But it's very rare that I have time to do that. So where have I been? I was obviously working on the Tiger in any free time I had. But this is a Facebook group that I mentioned. I just don't know if many people know about it. So it's a closed group. It's called Panzer Research and Reference. A lot of you were there. We have about 2,500 members now. And if anybody's interested, I'm on here constantly. So if anybody wants to ask questions or just talk about stuff, a lot of the YouTube guys are already here, but I created this group in response to massive amounts of, to be blunt, Nazi fanboy stuff on other groups on Facebook. So like lots of people posting, gravestones and then like 100 RIP replies to it after the fact. I would speak up about posts like that in other groups. I'm like, could you not just fangirl over dead soldiers you don't really know anything about? And it made people angry that ran those groups. So I was like, okay, I said this to the admin of a rather well-known group. I said, well, I'll start my own group that's just about vehicle research. And there's already a very good version of this, which is Herbert Ackerman's Panzerfakten page is great. But mine is, I guess, the learner's version of that, where it's more open to questions. So it's non-political Panzer stuff. Anything that, people want to know. If some of us know, awesome. I ask all kinds of questions. Here's Panzermeister asking Tiger wheel questions. So I spend a lot of time here. So that's an easy way to see what I'm up to in regards to World War II research or my projects. So I would like it if people came there. I also recently decided while watching my son that I wanted to start making YouTube videos, but I couldn't obviously do scale modeling stuff. So I started a second channel. And that channel is called All Things World War II. So there's kind of a large scope for this channel, and I don't want people to think that I'm abandoning scale modeling, but the idea is I actually had to write a script for this video. It's the only one video that's up there right now. While my kid naps, I can kind of write down my thoughts about either current happenings or other things, and then maybe at the end of the day I can record a video and just talk. Now, it's much more like a normal YouTube channel. Like I have this sort of format for the video I'm going to upload tonight, where I just look at an internet story and there's my stupid face and I'm talking about stuff. But the other stuff I want to do on that channel are I want to do reviews of documentary series, reviews of TV series, movies. Yes, the movie things have been done a lot, but not necessarily from a World War II person's or fanatics point of view. All different things. Now, also that would probably involve video games and stuff like that. Not a gaming channel, don't worry. I do work in video games, and I'm a World War II fanatic, but I don't really play video games, so I'd like to look at them from certain points of view. Now, the other part of that then suggests that I would need other people to collaborate with that maybe did know stuff that I don't know. And that was a big driving force behind wanting to start this, is that I wanted to have like collaborative streams, because a lot of different types of content on the internet have that. They have like a community where they have like shows where people get together and talk about stuff. And I've seen scale modelers do it. I've never seen just kind of World War II people do it. So I would like to get all kinds of different people. Some people I know from the reference group are quite accomplished authors and historians. I'd like to bring them on if I ever get, if they're ever nice enough to do that, and talk about things. And then Carlos Mendez is one person I've tapped already. I've talked to Panzermeister and Hamilcar, people that I spend a lot of time talking to. And I've flown it by them, and certain people are game to just come on and talk, and other people have said, if it's political, I don't want to get into it. which some of it is. I mean, even the video I made today was about how swastikas were unbanned in Germany, which, you know, it tends to tiptoe on political. So that's understandable. But so that's what I want to start is kind of a place where I can just kind of throw all my thoughts about the war, because I would say that I'm a World War II fanatic first and a scale modeler second, whereas a lot of guys build models of anything. I built models or build models of World War II stuff to channel my interest in the war. So so far I've done a very fast 5-minute destruction or deconstruction of the first 20 seconds of the Overlord trailer. You wouldn't believe how inaccurate that is. And then, like I said, today I just did sort of a live reading, you know, just kind of my thoughts on a couple of things that are banned in Germany, which would be swastikas on, you know, was in video games. Now it's still scale models and reenactors. So if anybody's goodly enough to come over there, I only have 3 subs at the moment, and one of them are me. So like, you are by no means obligated. If you're only a scale modeling guy, don't bother. It's fine. I won't hold it against anybody. So that's where I've been trying to channel, because I'm very, saying I'm very creative is very pompous. I like to create. I like to make things. So whenever I'm sitting up, like I've been binge watching every TV show that's ever been made, because my kid is 5 months old. He doesn't care what I'm watching. So, you know, I watch this and this and this and this and this, and it's starting to melt my brain. So I started watching like all the old classic World War II movies and certain series over again, parts of Band of Brothers over again. And, you know, it just got me thinking that since I'm spending all my time thinking about this, I can just kind of, you know, put it somewhere, because I like to create stuff. So that's where I've been. If you're not a member of the research group, please come over there and see that I'm still breathing all the time. There are videos planned for this channel. I'm going to finish up the Hetzer. I'm in the middle of stripping the paint and repainting the Sherman, but it's just that the speed of that is just so much slower. And I would really appreciate all of the support I can get on this new channel, because man, is it hard to get new channels off the ground. So this one's very, it's just like the beginnings of a thing. Like my logos are all temporary, and I haven't felt out how this is going to go. Carlos and I have discussed like the first kind of back and forth that we might want to do. So there's that. And then there's one last thing I want to mention, which is I actually used to get a lot of requests for merchandise, mainly stuff that I made for myself. I would occasionally wear or show off online, and people would say, where can I get that? And one time I actually had to give a really convoluted string of links for people to order one of my Schwere Panzerabteilung 502 shirts, which I don't have up on the store yet, but I will. They had to go through who I ordered it from. Like, it wasn't even a retail thing, but I've given out anything I could. So I don't really have time to do, like I said, modeling, but I have a laptop in my room. So like sometimes at night I'll mess around with logos and stuff. So I have a few shirts already on it's a Redbubble store. And let me show you a couple. So this is the Miag shirt, if you're a Stug fan. So it's their actual logo, and Panzermeister got one of these from me because he's a Stug fanatic. So that's one of my favorite ones. Now this is me kind of taking an existing piece of art and cleaning it up and putting it on a shirt. Most of them are actual original vector stuff that I've done. So this one I bought for myself. I don't think that people understand what it is when I wear it in public. I don't know why they're showing it in this color. I think it looks better with like, well, now that went away. There it goes. Anyway, it's this is 2nd Panzer Army's markings in Barbarossa. This is the G for Guderian. So when I wear it around, I'm like super proud of myself, because I'm like, yes, Heinz Guderian. And then people here, since I'm in Wisconsin, they probably think it's some kind of retro Packers thing, and they have no idea what I'm doing. But I feel quite cool. This is one of my favorites. I bought this too. It's weird because I made this over, like, essentially I found a Henschel, a photograph of a Henschel logo on something they made, and then I drop it into a program called Illustrator, and I trace over top of it, and then I can smack that and into this thing, and I can create things that other people have bought that I never have. This one I actually bought because I liked it so much, and I really dig it. This is a Vomag logo, so if you're into Jagdpanzer 4s, there's all kinds of stuff made by Vomag, half-tracks, all kinds of good stuff. I made the original Stug Life t-shirt available for the first time, so if anybody likes that logo from that group build, there's that guy. There's my channel art, which I don't expect anyone to buy except for me. Yes, I have one, and no one knows what it is, and that's fine. And this is actually my best-selling shirt. This is my Henschel and Son Castle shirt, and it does the best out of anything that I've got. And I've never publicized that I even have this store, and people keep buying this one. I get little things, and they're like, "You've sold one of these," and I'm like, all right. So that's very cool. So I plan on making a couple hundred shirts. This is like the first batch just to test out how I liked them, and they're good. They work pretty well. It's probably a little bit... it feels a lot like the, custom ink shirts that I used to have made for certain stuff. When I worked with Adam Wilder, our stuff was custom ink. This is really, really similar to that. So they're $20. You can buy them if you want. If you don't. But I never told anyone they were there. So... a couple of Henschel ones that I like quite a bit. I love my Stug Life shirt. I'm going to have to replace it because I still have the original that I got made. So I plan on making a ton of like unit insignias and all kinds of other stuff. So if you're interested, there it is. Also, you can get anything that's made in like women's versions or hoodies. Keep in mind though, I only set them up for t-shirts. Like there are separate templates for everything. And my templates are set for t-shirts, and sometimes when they drop stuff on other stuff, it looks terrible. So my Redbubble store's name is just Panzer Shirts, one word. So I should be able to find it. Look around right there, Panzer Shirts. I've got a really generic temporary logo. For some reason, the thumbnails aren't showing. The only other one, like I did a test on this Schwere Panzerabteilung 510, I think is no, that's Miag again. So... I can't quite figure out what's going on with these. Their site's acting funny tonight, but anyway, so that's the last thing I have. So hopefully I will get the Hetzer thing going on days off, but my wife has like 4 days off in the next month, so that's kind of the problem. I can do talking at night quite easily and then just pass out, but unfortunately I can't hook up an airbrush and do all kinds of other stuff. So I'm still here, and that's what I've been doing. Thanks very much.